Police in North Carolina are investigating the firebombing and vandalism of a local Republican Party office in which the perpetrators threw flammable material through the window and spray painted a swastika on an adjacent building. So, according to a statement from police, the perpetrators likely threw a bottle containing a flammable substance through one of the office's front windows. The substance then ignited inside the building, burning some furniture and damaged the building's interior before going out. I believe we have a photo of what the building looked like after the fact. So Dallas Woodhouse, the executive director of the North Carolina GOP, told Fox News, quote, "The important thing is nobody was killed. People could have been killed," he said. "This is a horrifying situation when you think you have volunteers in offices all across the state in all kinds of places, and these kind of acts are intended to intimidate and they are intended to terrorize." Local officials and the Federal Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives are investigating who was responsible for the attack and the extent of the damages. Now, both parties' candidates for president have responded, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Donald Trump tweeted out, "Animals representing Hillary Clinton and the Dems in North Carolina just firebombed our office in Orange County because we are winning at NCGOP." Hillary Clinton responded saying, "The attack on the Orange County HQ at NCGOP office is horrific and unacceptable. Very grateful that everyone is safe." And also a little bit of an update to the story. On Sunday night, a GoFundMe campaign urging Democrats to donate money to help reopen the GOP office exceeded its goal of $10,000 within 4 hours of the campaign launching. So in sort of an odd way, especially since no one was hurt, it makes me grateful that the Democrats and the Republicans are in a way coming together and speaking out that this sort of behavior doesn't help diffuse an already tense political election at all. You know, I'm happy that the Democrats are doing the right thing here, and I hope that people know this doesn't help anyone. This doesn't help either side.
I agree. It's tough, but like the other side of it. Mm-hmm. We did a report on the first hour where Donald Trump is saying only Second Amendment people can really bring Hillary to justice, essentially, and someone says, "I'm going to do what it takes if she's elected president to get her out of power," essentially implying that he would kill her. Mm-hmm. And there are people who aren't disavowing that kind of behavior or aren't getting rid of their endorsement of Donald Trump.
Right.
What we see on this side of it is how it should always look when something, God forbid, like this happens. Is everyone coming together and being like, "Oh, Cenk's not here," but the of course of it all. Like, of course, this is not a good thing to do. And we should all come together to make sure that it doesn't happen again and that we repair the damage that was done by these people who none of us agree with.
This isn't how, our democracy works. And before I get your response, Michael, we do have a photo of what happened. So let's throw up to that tweet. There you go. Spray paint on the side of the OCGOP when it was on fire. Bombed Nazi Republicans leave town or else. And that's, so grateful that no one was killed or harmed, because that is really kind of a scary and disturbing image to look at. Michael, what's your response?
Yeah, my response is basically the same as Brett's. I mean, this is an anomalous thing that doesn't happen very much, but it happened in the South all the time during the 60s, constantly. Every little, whether it was political or mostly activists, they were firebombing the SNCC headquarters during the Civil Rights movement. They were doing it to Democratic headquarters in the South. So at different times, it happened. I think Donald Trump's rush to judgment is the most illustrative thing here. It's like, what does he do? He blames Hillary Clinton. He falls for the lowest denominator here. What did I think right away? I thought, when you see the swastika on the side of that building, that it was probably a Republican looking to make it seem as if Democrats bombed the Republican Party. That was my first instinct. But you don't say that. You say, Jesus, this is awful. And Hillary Clinton and her campaign, whoever it was that put that tweet together, that's the right thing. This is an attack on everybody, and the less said about it, probably the better in terms of acknowledging that there's any purpose to it. So I don't know. I totally agree with Brett. It's just an anomalous thing.
Yes, I got it right.
Do you think that Hillary Clinton did enough just by tweeting it out?
Well, regardless of what, yes, I do think that's what you're supposed to do. What else is she going to do? Maybe she goes to anything else. If you go swarm by the place where it happened, then you might be overreaching and thinking of it as a political football, when really what should be done is let's everyone band together and fix what happened and disavow anything remotely affiliated with that kind of behavior.
These two tweets are just totally show us what these campaigns are about and how one is presidential and one is not. Even if it's just saying the right thing when you are going to be president is better than saying the wrong thing.
However, I will say that Donald Trump is right because he had 42,000 hearts and Hillary only had 19,000 hearts, and that's Internet Scoreboard.
Well, then never mind.
All right, well,
Thank you.
and just as a footnote to this whole story, the Orange County Republicans will be working out of a temporary mobile office moving forward, so it looks like they are getting back to operations as usual, so that's good news for the GOP in North Carolina.
The Young Turks isn't just us, it's also you guys. You make this show possible, and we want to thank you for it, and we want to grow together. We want to be too strong. TYTnetwork.com/join. Let's do it.